like for the first mission, a chemical factory, you have multiple drones. You're going to have a battle plan, right? You've got a target. You've got instructions from whoever, and they're saying you need to attack this target.
Okay.
And basically, you're given a satellite image. You have multiple drones that you can dispatch.
Yeah.
You basically dispatch them to certain locations. Maybe you select what kind of drones you want.
Okay.
Certain drones might be specialized in attack,
okay.
or sensor, right?
Okay.
Like you were saying, if you had a drone up here that was viewing down, maybe it would be heavy on the sensors because there's only so much weight, right?
Yeah.
There's so much of a payload that they can have,
Yeah.
and especially if the ones are carrying weaponry, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very, very heavy. So then you're able to dispatch these drones. At some point, you've got a 3D world, and you've got your base or hatch that opens up here, and these drones start coming out, and they're flying to your target.
Okay.
And then at some point they encounter the target, and then they take the pre-planned position.
Now that's the first attack. Okay. That chemical, this thing, trigger the detector to do more stuff to war. Is this just the attack for maybe preempt attack?
I think it's a chemical.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a preemptive
attack. Then that might lead into the war scenario where that detector that says, okay, chemical plan, now I'm going to do that. So that will lead other nations to come together to.
Sure. Yeah. So you're trying to think of a beginning scenario that would escalate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this might be your idea you're discussing now might be the trailer.
I see.
The trailer that might not lead into the planning, because.
So you've got a dictator that's rising to power, developing all this
chemical
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Chemical forces arm maybe his own drones and all that stuff. And at some point, you're like, this guy's meeting a critical mass.
Yeah.
He's planning stuff.
Just like what Iran is doing now with United Nations.
Right. So you go in and a preemptive, and you're like, this is our biggest, to population.
Yeah.
He dispatched this stuff. He can kill 1 million people.
Yeah.
In one dispatch or something. And so you're like, this is you pick a target, and you pick your battle plan. Pick what you want to dispatch. And I think as these drones get into position, then they have sensors. They're going to they're going to update you're going to have this overall map of, this is the chemical, and then as this drone positions here, you're like, okay, there's a personnel here, there's a person with a weapon here, and so it kind of updates your weapon plan. Because before, if this drone was over here, it wouldn't even see these.
Yeah.
This drone is able to come around and sense, through its imaging sensors, it can detect it. Okay. And so now you have that additional intelligence.
Yeah.
And you position your others, and you've got one. So and then you've got one control over a drone, and
it's like it's delayed.
We're talking about maybe this drone here. You're telling it to basically provide surveillance to the overall effort.
Yeah.
And maybe you give it the instruction to if it starts taking fire,
Yeah.
it has the authority
So what
to
I'm doing
defend
now, I'm going
itself.
to tape it, then I'm
Check
going to
out
put it on
the
YouTube to
thread.
see if that will change
Yeah.
it.
Right.
The concern is
I'm
we
using the
shouldn't
software
the
in my laptop
drone
to
shouldn't be
capture
destroyed
it.
because
See this
you
thing?
don't want to just go to places and that's your
I'll see if I
concern,
can
right?
find it.
No, it can be
If I can
destroyed,
find
but
it,
it
that'll
does get
be
destroyed to
such
start
a
over.
nice
It's like
picture.
dying in a video game.
Yeah.
You start in a previous checkpoint, or if you didn't ever reach a checkpoint, you just start the mission over.
Yeah, I know, but when you do that, right, you think that might be kind of people are annoying because they want to continue. Is that what you're saying? What is it? Do you want one drone to just go all the way without getting destroyed, or you want to get a point where you get destroyed and you have to start all over again?
Well, it's
In
almost,
that case,
it's almost, you could almost start it over if any drone gets destroyed, or you can continue.
Maybe it's the laptop.
The likely that you're going to be able to do, that you're actually complete the mission with a short of drone, it's almost like restarting anyway.
There should be some missions where instead of having
I might
like
be
a
able to
team of
process it because
certain information,
it's talking.
you have one drone. It's just a solo drone mission, so
Sure,
you would have to, because I don't think it would be fun or make sense if the drone
Maybe the laptop,
just keeps on going and going.
because sometimes laptop have,
and there's no
lag.
challenge to it very much.
No,
Desktop,
yeah,
like,
they definitely,
just faster.
I think they're, each one
I'll take it
help.
when I get to
And I think at any
desktop.
point, you've got the drone that you're, you've got
Because I
this
noticed
mini
before we were
map
doing
and
video
the
conferencing,
help of the other drones.
the
And
desktop,
at any point,
it be
you're like,
exactly
wow,
this
this
way.
drone here, he's really taking fire.
ready for
I'm
the shot.
going to,
Ready for
I'm going to maybe send this drone
that's why I'm going
up
to play it now with
1,000 feet,
I'm going to play it
try
with,
to keep him with
what they call
safety,
both
and I'm
send
going
YouTube
to
see
check
if
out
I
what's
do
going
good.
on with him.
Yeah, that's what they're
And
gonna
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I capture
It's like
everything and
the,
have software.
like in certain movies and stuff, like the way the fighter jets they go out, they're in a certain information. There's a lead, then it's pretty much something like
Now you can
this.
talk there.
Yeah.
Stop,
Yeah, so
stop
I see what
clicking
you're
your
saying.
hand.
So for some missions, you have like
That's
information.
it. No, that's
Yeah.
the bad habit.
Drone goes into
Go get
information.
sick. You can't touch
Uh,
stuff.
Yeah. Even this might be, even with the carriers, those big carriers, you have, when you have planes out, you also have other planes in position just in case. People you sent out are shut down, those people are ready to go, and
How about
sometimes,
if the support drone destroyed, you can keep on going. You can restart if you want to, but the leader slash main drone gets you have to start over. Not start over instead, but let's say start from your last checkpoint or restart it or
Yeah, you could do that, yeah. Be nice for the people that get real
I
frustrated.
think it's
Oh my
the-
goodness,
it's
I
the
gotta
desktop.
stop all
Because
over.
remember, I just
You
remember
know.
now when we
I mean, people will get frustrated.
I know that's what, yeah.
So I think, I think it's a good idea.
the desktop, what it repeats here. After
You were
some
going, what was
seconds,
saying,
laptop will
this
repeat it, so
chemical
it's like,
attack,
oh, this is bad.
we have a
Maybe that's
dictator,
something.
like Iran is doing now, building chemical capability, then a country might decide, one of the might decide to go take a chemical plant. Okay, taking that chemical plant now gets that dictator very upset and plan stuff that will now lead other nations to come together and go into war. So just bring the story. We can use this attack on this chemical this thing as part of the trailer. You know, this is what's
That is
here, and then the full blow war. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's true. It's not the
I'm just saying that you have to build it in a way that war don't just start before war starts. Something happened. What happened? Because maybe somebody was because
so you're trying to so what you're trying to say is you're trying to figure out what started the war, why
war don't just start. There's always something.
Yeah.
Something.
There's
triggers something.
probably through history, there's
Yeah.
always a single
Single event.
kind of,
teachers agree.
Yeah.
yeah.
Teachers agree.
No, I mean, there's always a single event that comes war. We went to Iraq. Why? Because they thought that guy was using chemical weapons in his own place, and we like the oil. I mean, there's so many things you can deal with Iraq war. You know, George Bush didn't like Saddam Hussein. His dad didn't finish it. George Bush Senior and Junior came back, came into power, decided to go finish what his dad didn't finish. I mean, there's always, you can write a story. So we're trying to write a story here, seeing what led to our own war. We have a drone war, you know, where you have a lot of drones attacking other countries. What led to that? We try to have one single dictator just like Hitler did. But in this case, he's built chemical weapons that he might use to attack the war. With his speeches he's giving, saying, I'm going to destroy the world, you know, like, just like Iran and North Korea, like what they're doing right now. you know, and the whole United Nations watching them with sanctions and everything. Like Israel took out the Syrian chemical plant in the past, like we took out Libya. So in this case, we decided to go take out this. So we planned a mission with the drone, where before that attack, other drone already went around there with their sensors flying around, taking data, taking everything to decide that they have chemical weapons there. They send another drone to go attack. You know, just building the story from there. You know, and with the control. You have to have that story. With the story, we sell. With the,
Right.
The way these people did it is their story.
The story will, everyone wants to be immersed into
Yeah,
a story,
yeah.
and so that would do it for you.
So, now just to satisfy your own question is, how many drones, say in this game, how many drones bottom line start from the first attack and the last attack? How many drones do you think you have in the video game? Because you have to have support personnel, people controlling the drone, we have to build all that. That will be part of the story, but how many drones do you think we should have?
Well, it's not a matter of how many drones. It's a matter of like, all right, when you load the game, you've already pressed to play the game. You should meet with like the mission briefing pretty much.
Yeah.
They will tell you what you need to do for the mission and what they will give you for the mission.
Yeah.
So let's say it's like a formation of 5 drones, or it could just be just 1 drone. That's how it should be, not like, oh, we have the total number of this amount of drones.
But design a game, just like if you go to any Air Force commander right now, any site, they'll tell you how many they have, they make, the type of weapons. So we have to build that into the game.